Hey everybody, it's Edward and welcome back to LuGame Lunchtime Gaming Club. And the last we left off, we had a chat with Alex at the country club pool where she works. Yeah, as a lifeguard too. Yep. And also exclamation mark. Walking down the school hallway, I feel a force slam into me as arms clamp around my middle. Who? It's me. But why? Kitty, you scared me, jeez. What is it? I have to accompany you to the club meeting. I'm not sure tackling me was necessary, but I nod, walking alongside her. To my surprise, though, instead of walking normally, Katie stares at me expectantly the entire time. A few minutes pass with me ignoring her inquisitive glance until I stop straight in my tracks, staring back at her. Seriously, Katie? What is it? You want something from me? Negative. But if you were to have updates on the status of your investigation, I would gladly receive them. Blushy blushy. I'm trying to look as exasperated as I feel, but my expression only seems to encourage her. Aha! So you do have updates. What have you learned? Special Agent Coda was the subject there. Yeah, I trail off. I did promise not to say anything. Yes, you did, and you better keep it. I mean, she was at the pool. That's not. Yeah, I didn't see much of her. I don't know which is the. I mean, if they knew she was probably going to be there, then saying she's at the pool wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. But that wouldn't be. I'm going to say I didn't see much of her. Really? Does that mean you're working there for nothing? Well, actually, I think we need to take it up a level in intensity. Operation Kidnap. Wait. No. Just, nope. Even then, Alex is going to be in danger if Kitty gets her way. I didn't say she wasn't there, just I didn't see much of her. Oh. What do you recommend then, Agent? What's your next step? I think I just need to, continue this stakeout. Yeah, gather more intel. Good thinking, Agent. It's ready to give up now. A familiar voice comes up behind us. What are you losers yapping about? Losers? I thought we were past your bullying stage. Excuse me? Clearly losers is a term of relative affection. So long as you don't actually mean it, yes. I look at Katie to see if she's hearing this. And Katie looks oblivious to Stacy's insults, per usual. Yeah, clearly. Anyway, my question still stands. It's classified. Oh, because that definitely won't make me curious. And I have ways of making you talk. That's going, Katie. I reach for the door handle of room 304 as we arrive at the club. Hi, short skirt. What is wrong with me? Alex is already there reading a book. I haven't seen her since work. She stayed long. Blushy. She stayed long after my shift ended, and actually, I wasn't sure what she did. There's no way she's working full time, is she? Maybe I'll ask her later. Even after working together, I'm not sure if our relationship is going to change any, so I offer her a cautious greeting. Hey, Alex. She doesn't answer for a moment, reluctantly dragging her eyes from her open book to look up at me at my ear edges, goddammit. Hello, Kodo. I trust your day went well. So we're back to formal speech then. Giving up appearances, yay! I try to wince. Hurts. Needles. Yeah, it was fine. Want to play games with us? I'm sure everyone would love for you to join us. I'll be sitting this one out. But of course, if you need someone to tally scores, I'll be on standby. I shoot her a disapproving look, but she only smiles sweetly back at me. Yeah, okay, the chip bags are back. Defeated, I pull up a chair next to a sleeping Tifa with headphones on. Tapping on the shoulder, she sits up with a yawn. What did I miss? Kitty sits heavy at the table, letting out a hiss whisper. Koda was shot by Alex. Our mission is a failure. Well, how was yesterday? Did she say anything about it just now? Negative. She made a mention yesterday. Katie looks at me suspiciously for a long moment, long enough for Stacy to pull up a chair. I don't know what's going on, but I was serious earlier. I went in. Tifa flushes, her voice embarrassed. You wouldn't already stand. You wouldn't already stand? What the fuck is wrong with me right now? You wouldn't understand. You're already close with her. Close with who? Are you talking about Alex? Who else? How'd you guys end up becoming friends? Yes, excellent inquiry, Agent T. Katie mimes pulling down an interrogation light, using the light, click light on the back of her pen. Wait a minute, weren't you wearing a jacket earlier? A vest. Yeah, you're wearing a vest. Why'd you take it off? Took the vest off. Weird. Okay, I don't know what. Tiny little thing I noticed. I don't know. Maybe it was warm in the room or something. I don't know. Where was I? There. The click light on the back of her pen. Give up your secrets. Stacy swats the pen from her face. Chill out, Bolts. There aren't much of any. Alex and I just clicked. Over what? You guys couldn't be more different. You've noted this before. I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive this information has passed to a man before. So I certainly now that you seem to be registering a code and you complete and utter imbecile. I wouldn't say that. Alex also is above hanging out with total civilians. Do you know what the word civilian means? And once again, I'm not talking about you, so don't worry. I'm at a loss. I don't know how to talk to you. I just don't. It's just you. It's just the way that you are. Anyway, it's pretty simple. First day of school, I was wearing cute shoes. I noticed she had cute shoes on too. Friendship activated, as both would say, probably. Tifa mulls her words over. Shoes, huh? That sounds like Stacy, so okay, I can buy it. I'm not really much of a shopper, though. What kind of shoes were they? James E. Choo-choo slides. Scanning memory databanks. Databanks empty. Shoes not found. Yeah, you guys are hopeless. And admittedly, I already knew that. But we bonded over fashion first and laid over the doom of utility that is the average teen fashion sense. Stacey leans back in her chair, crossing one long leg over the other. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I like to warm up when she's ready. Now. She slams both hands on the table. Now, let's do less yapping and more card playing. Tifa immediately switches gears, revving up into competitive mode. Alright then, ready to lose? Lose? Not today, Pinky. I don't know what we're playing, but Cody, you're on my team. Why me? My protest or loss as Katie slams a deck of cards on the table. Because Coda be gamer, apparently, so... I'm on my way to work, walking the same neighborhood toward the country club, when I see a familiar head of blue hair on the sidewalk. Oh look, it's Miku out on a daily stroll. Let me get the autograph. Oh my god, I cannot believe those words just left my mouth. I will go drown myself to regain what little honor I have left. No, okay. I go from a jog into a run. Wow, don't be so desperate, dude. Hey, Alex, wait up! You didn't wait for me? I knew that she would, and so it's mostly a joke, but to my surprise, Alex looks bothered. Hey, are you okay? It's almost like she didn't hear me, walking with a steady motion, her eyes on her feet. Alex! Oh! I thrust my arm in front of her chest right before she steps into the crosswalk. Oh, Koda, sorry, I was most distracted. I apologize for... I held up a hand. Remember, I told you no formal stuff when you're with me. What's up with you? Nothing. Doesn't look like nothing. Allison's expression is conflicted as she places her hands over her face. It's fine, I just need to keep it together. The light turning green, she drops her hand, stepping totally across the street. Why? What do you mean, why? What do you know? If it's because of your reputation, then sure, that's a reason, but it's not a good one. Alex shakes her head, slowing to a stop as she reaches the other sidewalk. You could never understand, Koda. With that, she turns on her heel, marching toward the gate of the country club. I can't help but to trail and certainly after. Worry activating. Changing into my uniform, I walk to the pool area, only to see Alex pulling out the leaf scoop tool again. Were we cleaning the pool again? Of course not. I was removing it from the utility cupboard temporarily because it was obstructing the pathway to the collapsible lifeguard stand. You are aware that, you're aware of the one that goes to the lifeguard stand, yes? What? You are aware of the one that goes to the lifeguard stand, yes? I blink in surprise. Lifeguard stand? You didn't receive the correspondence from our employer? I don't miss his stiff formal tone. Way to screw things up earlier, Koda. Correspondence? I suppose not then. Today we're on lifeguard duty. She sighs, dropping her shoulders. Oh, well, I'm sure they won't care if I just train you to work the snack bar instead. She motions at me briskly. Let me show you it's done. Follow me. So remember, that's giving up customers. If the cash order gets stuck, be sure to inform me. Got it. A few kids enter the pool with their parents, filling in the pool area with bold children's laughter and warnings from corresponding watchful guardians. I think Alex will leave, but instead she sits on a bench near the snack bar. This is my chance to wake up. I clear my throat, but Alex pulls out her phone instead of looking at me. I pretend not to notice. Oh god, I don't know. Small talk about anything, address it head on. I mean, this is beating her in the bush, but you could also say that it's, you know, respecting her boundaries. At the same time, maybe a push is what she needs. If something's really bothering her, then maybe talking about it can help. Well, people need to understand that. I mean, okay, not everyone works the same way, so not everyone, you know, is going to get the same result from opening up to somebody else. But if this is something, then maybe talking about it will help. Just airing it out can, you know, relieve stress or whatever. So this could be the answer. But like I said, honestly, I can see how either one could, in one way or another, actually be the right answer. So I'm going to have to do a save just in case I fuck up. Okay, so I'm going to go with my gut and address it head on. And hope that's right. Okay, Alex, you stop. I get it, okay? I shouldn't have said it's not a good reason why I don't have the full picture. Absolutely. Anything else? Just, even if I don't get it, and I don't at all, I'm sure you have a good reason. As your friend, I'm willing to listen. She looks over her shoulder, lifting an eyebrow. Is that so? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still think it's crazy, but I do want to understand the way your mind works. Kind of. Kind of. I grinned at her tentatively. Call it morbid curiosity. Alex shakes her head, but I can see a small smile forming on her face before she turns back toward the pool. Coda, why do you think people love celebrities? I shrug. Because they're rich and famous? Sure, that's part of it, but it's not the only part. I don't follow. Wish fulfillment, Coda. Celebs are a symbol of what we want to be. Whether that's in qualities or personalities or achievements. People know me as Alex, the refreshing beauty, you know? A kind, yet aloof girl with perfect grades, always ready to offer a calm smile. My impeccably polite personality and flawless manners to top it all off don't hurt either. Their lives might be crazy, but popular girls like me or Stacy are constants. As they should be. That is ridiculous. No, I'm actually completely going to cut on this one. That is absolutely ridiculous. I don't think anyone at any school ever went to look at the popular kids as being perfect. Usually kids were popular because they were really, really outgoing, you know? They could get, they were good with people. And that was the thing. They were charismatic. Sometimes they were just high achievers and they may not have been quite as open and outgoing, but it usually had something to do with who they were. And no one ever looked at these people as being perfect. Ever. So, yeah. It's bad enough that we upset the status quo by quitting the student council. How can I let them down, Coda? Fuck them! I mean, I can appreciate you wanting to help others and, well, okay, to give others, like, a shoulder to lean on, I suppose, or an anchor to steady themselves with, but you don't need to be that, and you absolutely don't need to present yourself as perfect to be an anchor. Alright? I mean, let them down how? You're still refreshing to me, and you're certainly I trail off in embarrassment, coughing slightly to cover how energetically I just said that. Thanks, Coda. She's on for a second, then lets it fade, and she looks down to avoid my gaze. You asked me before why I wanted a job. Yeah, Transcripts, right? The whole can't go back thing because you're adoring fans. Right. Bayazura, it's Alex, the student council vice president. And wrong. At least half wrong. She sighs worriedly, dropping her gaze. My parents are trying their best to keep it from me, but my dad's company, I think it's going through some rough waters. All that stuff with them telling me to get a job may or may not have ever happened. Actually, I told them that I never joined the council and that I've been working behind their back. I also might have said that I made enough money to pay for the semester, just to see what it was like. She covers her face with both of her hands. Can you imagine an immature kid like me trying to say such a cool thing? Oh. Wow. Damn. I just didn't want them to worry. That got way more real fast. They protested, of course, but I know they were proud to hear it. Like I said, they're hard workers, so I know they were proud, but she looks up to meet my eyes, and I can see the worry and uncertainty there. Let me guess. You've never had a job in your life. Exactly right. I let out a low whistle. You gonna make enough money by the time the semester ends? Oh yeah, I've done the math, and honestly, if I keep working this schedule, I should be able to cover everything. I have to pay the cost of one semester and nothing else, so I'm good on that front. Then what's the problem? Well, I did just say that front. It's my grades. I haven't had time to study lately, and I failed the test this week. 3 of them, actually. And a quiz. Ouch. My eyebrow lifts. Wait, but why don't you just study during your club meet? I trail off, the answer obvious. Don't tell me perfect girls don't study. No, we do. We just don't appear to study. And I know maybe you think it's excessive, but it is excessive, Alex. It's one thing to be nice to people for image, but you're failing tests. I got an achievement. Espionage. For the first time, abject anger crosses in Alex's eyes. I know, okay? I don't flinch, mainly because I know that at the very least that her anguish is directed more toward herself than at me. I know, and now exams are coming up and I need to retake this test and just... Hey, don't panic. Let me think. Think about what? How I can help. Don't bother. The noise of the kids takes over and Alex stands. I should go to the lifeguard stand. She scurries away from me, the embarrassment thick in her voice. I watch her as she sits in the lifeguard seat, musing over the situation. I wonder how I can help her. And without revealing her secrets to anyone else, especially not the fact that she failed test. Excuse me, mister? I blink, looking down at the small child in front of the stand. Can I have a hot dog, please? I shake my head to clear away the distracting thoughts. I'll have to think about it later. I need to get to work. That you do. Well. Okay then. Oh, wow. Right. Ooh, that's some stuff to take in. Oh, God. So Alex is in deeper water than we realized. Okay, she works at a pool. I didn't mean that as a pun. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. And we'll see how this situation gets resolved.